two cars we have are two very fuel efficient cars, the Toyota Prius Hybrid and the Toyota IQ. Here we have the Toyota IQ. It's a very smart car. It seats 3 adults and 1 child. It's a small car. You can park it anywhere. It takes up very little space on the roads. And if you have a small parking garage, this car is perfect. It has a very small turning radius, so it can spin around very, very, very easily, and it uses very little fuel. This car will give you about 50 miles to the gallon. Okay, it uses a 1000 cc engine mated to a CVT transmission. And although this car is small, it's a very, very safe car. It comes with six airbags. Believe it or not, this car has 6 airbags, and it has a very rigid, very, very rigid passenger cage. In the seats, it has curtain airbags, it has front driver and passenger airbags, and it has an airbag in the rear. In case of a rear collision, an airbag falls down here.
What sort of cost we're looking at?
This car price range from just a little over $1 million. Because it's a 1000 cc, it attracts a lower rate of duty than most cars.
And the model?
This is a 2009 Toyota Prius Hybrid. It's a gas electric hybrid car, and it's a very, very fuel efficient car. This car is one of the most, is the most popular hybrid car in the world. This car, again, will give you about 70 miles to the gallon. It has an electric motor under here, which does most of the work, along with a regular gasoline 1500 cc engine. But most of the work on this car is done by a very high torque electric motor. This car will move you off from the start line very, very, very quickly. And it will climb hills very well. It climbs hills very well. And as I said, it's fuel efficient. One of the nice features of this car, when you're sitting in traffic idle, you're not using any gas. In fact, your air conditioner will continue running even though the engine is shut down in traffic. All right? When you move off from stop, it's the electric motor that moves you off, not the gasoline engine. And so you're saving a lot of money on fuel. Other beautiful thing about this car, when you are stopping, you press the brakes, it regenerates electricity and charges the battery. When you're driving, when you're going downhill, it doesn't use the engine at all. The batteries are being charged when you're going downhill. There's no plug-in. It doesn't have to plug into your GPS supply. It generates its own power, charges its own battery, and the battery powers the electric motor. It's a very, very efficient system, all controlled by a computer.
Talk to us about the inside and the interior.
These are typical 5-door hatchback car. It's about this size, just a little bigger than a Toyota Corolla, but it has some nice features on the inside. Very nice controls on the steering. You can control your air condition. You can control your music right from the without your hands leaving the steering wheel. And interestingly, it has a joystick to change your gears rather than the usual gear shifter. It has a computer screen that doubles as a television. And this screen will tell you, your mode of driving, whether you're getting power from the engine or from the electric motor. Let's turn it on. You stick it in this slot right here, and you press the button. It has a push button start. Yeah, it has a push button start, and it has a computer screen that gives you quite a bit of information.
Start up after a couple of seconds.
Okay. Now this diagram tells you where your power is coming from. Right now, it's the engine is charging the battery. Okay, but when you're driving or when you're stationary, it will tell you where the power is coming from, whether the engine or from the motor, or whether the motor is or whether the batteries are being charged. Okay. So you have a graphic view of what's happening. As I said, you have controls from your steering wheel. You can control your air condition. You can control your music volume.
Okay.
It also has speed sensing volume. So the faster you go, the louder the music gets.
Wow.
And that's optional. You can change it.
So what does something like this cost?
This car is a 2009 model, and it goes for $1.69 million. Only 1.69.
All right. So
But this car will save you a lot of money at the service station. Typically, it will cut your fuel bill in half,
wow.
approximately.
Wow. Now, if someone wants to get in touch with you, is there a payment plan? What sort of thing? Numbers?
Certainly, they can contact us at Jetcon 920-2277, or they can check us online, jetconcars.com. We can arrange financing. They just come with us, and we will walk them through the process of purchasing this very fuel efficient car. Any of these very fuel efficient cars.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Jackson. All the best.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Almost ready to